Hi, everybody. You know what? It is Wednesday, and we are halfway through the week. So I guess that's a good thing. I hope something has happened to you this week that is really good. But you know what? If we got up today, then something good has happened to us, and we are blessed already. So, yeah. So that's the way I look at it. So I hope you're having a good Wednesday today. And so what I'm going to talk about today is, so yesterday I had my doctor's appointment and I went to Michael's afterwards. And so we don't have a Michael's here. I live in a very rural community and we don't have a lot of the good stores. And I love to go to Michael's. Me and my sister, that is the place that we go to together. And so I didn't have her with me yesterday, so I didn't spend a lot of time in there. Now, when me and her go, we are in there a good 2 hours. We prowl through every single aisle and we look at every single thing and then we go back. And so we take our buggies and so what we usually do is we have gift cards because you know we're both in a community. It's actually a Michael's community, and we do things for them, and we're awarded through gift cards. So we save our gift cards up, and we usually go once or twice a year over to Tennessee because we're from Virginia, and like I said, we don't have a Michael's over here where we're at, and we go over to Tennessee, which is about an hour or so away, and we will shop at Michael's and use our gift cards. So we usually have quite a few gift cards accumulated by the time we go. So we go on a big shopping spree. And my sister, she's a big crafter. And I've talked about her before. And I've actually showed some of the things that she does. And I'm really proud of her because she is fantastic. Now, I'm not a real big crafter. I'll do little things here and there and just piddle around a little bit. And I'm not consistent. But I'm trying to get back into it a little bit here and there when I feel like it and when I have time. So I'm just doing little things. I'm trying to get into some card making and just little things, you know. But like I said, I'm not a big crafter, but I love going and spending my gift cards on little things. But my sister and I, we went to Michael's, I think it was early part of last month or so when I spent our cards. And like I said, we were in there a good 2 hours. And I should have done a video on our haul then, but I just didn't think about it. So like I said, I went in yesterday after my doctor's appointment and I was looking for one specific thing and they didn't have it in store. What it was some kind of, and I can't even remember the name of it, but I would know what it was when if I found it. It was like a punch, like a punch thing that you put like on to make cards or just on like cardstock. You would press down on it. It would make a pretty embroidered edge to look like crocheted edge or something like that. Like I said, I'm trying to get into making a few cards or just something like that. And I think it was probably about that long. And you would press down on the edges of cardstock or paper. It would look like embroidery on the edge. And so they didn't have that in the store. You would have to order it online and have to pay $49 to get free shipping. And I said, well, baloney on that. I wasn't doing that. Unless I wanted to order $49 worth, and that was not anything I wanted. So much for that. But I found a few items that I did get. I didn't do a lot of shopping because, like I said, unless my sister was with me, then we would probably do a lot of shopping together. It's fun with her. And so I was looking at the clearance section and sometimes, like when my sister and I went, they did have a lot of stuff on clearance that I liked, and we did get. But I'll just show you a few things that I got, which wasn't much. They had, and I got everything piled around me here. They had this rose thing that you hang on the wall. Now, I got this the last time when my sister and I was there, and I love roses, especially pink roses, but I love any kind of rose. And I got this, like I said, last time that we were there together, and after we got home and everything, I was thinking, I should have got another one, and because in like in my sitting room, I have like wallpaper on one side of the wall that has just different little roses in it, and I have rose pictures, and I hung this on my wall, and I thought I really needed two of them because I have some pictures up on the wall, and I thought two of them would look really good, but so I just went ahead and hung that one on the wall, and I've regretted it ever since. And I said, well, the next time I go back, because I knew I had that doctor's appointment, I said I'll go in and look, but they're not going to have that another rose, because they had this on clearance sale. And I went in and they actually had one rose left in this clearance, section that they had. It was 70% off. So I found it, and I was so tickled to find another rose. And it's so pretty and big. And the back of it is like this, and it's got a little thing that you hang it up on the wall like that, and the leaves. And I need to straighten it out where it was in that bin. It's kind of wonky. So I'm going to straighten it out, and I'm going to hang it up on the wall with my other one. It was 70% off. And I think, I'm not sure what the original price was, I think, but when it came down to it, it ended up being like $4 and something on that 70% off sale. So I was just tickled pink to be able to get my rose. So yeah, that was one thing I got. And another thing I got for 70% off was this like crochet or macrame basket that you hang on the wall. And I need to take it out. There's two of them. So I knew, when I looked at it, I thought of my sister because she likes stuff like this too. And I just loved it. I'm not sure if it's crocheted or macrame, but it's like a cream color. And you hang it up on the wall. And the back of it's flat, so it would hang, flat against the wall. And I got on my phone and I sent her like a little quick video. I videoed it and showed her the back and the front. And I asked her, I said, would you like one of these? And she sent me a message right away. She said, yes, I love it. And I said, I thought you would. And so I got her one, I got me one. And I think by the time it was 70% off, it ended up being like $7, which I thought was a great deal for this. And I don't know what I dropped, but so I got her one and I got me one. And she said she was going to put this in her bathroom, hang it on the wall, and put like little washcloths and stuff in it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine yet. Put it down here. And I'm not sure what I got. Oh well. So I'll be hanging up on a wall. I'm not sure. I may put it in there with my roses on my wall and put one rose on each side, and I may put a bunch of flowers in it. I really don't know what I'm going to put with it, but I knew I had to have it. So yeah, so that's the two things I got. Sorry about that. That's the two things I got that was 70% off. I think that's all I got that was 70% off, because a lot of the stuff they had was just picked over. It wasn't anything I wanted anyway. And some other stuff I got, but these wasn't 70% off. I was looking for some hair clips. Y'all know I'm getting wild with my hair, my bun especially. And I showed y'all in my video yesterday the clips that I wore in my hair. Well, I've got another one today, if you can see that. It's a silver one. These are some clips that I ordered from Amazon, and I told you I thought I would wear them in my hair in the back. And you know what? I've got an earbud in my ear, and I didn't know I had it until it just now said it had disconnected. I'm all rattled today and dropping stuff. You don't have to excuse me. I am all rattled today. But anyway, I am going to show you these clips that I got from Amazon. I wore the pink one yesterday in my hair, and this is a lavender one, and they're so pretty and shiny and sparkly. and a blue one. And I wear a lot of blue. I wear denim a lot. I love denim, and I have so many denim skirts because that's what I wear all the time is denim skirts, unless I wear like a nice skirt to the doctor or something. But that's why I wear denim skirts and dresses all the time, unless I'm in my pajamas. And so this will look really good with my denim skirts. And I see this is the lavender one. I have some lavender blouses that will look good with. But these clip. See how they clip? And they'll just clip into that bun. So I got to thinking, I believe I can make my own. So when I was in Michael's, I looked for these clips. I think they're called alligator clips, and there's about 12 in there. So I'm going to try to make my own clip for my wild bun. And I'm not sure how, I'm not sure how to do it, but there's YouTube videos out there that I can look up. But I have some ideas that I might try to do. So I got these, and then I got these clear combs. They're just combs for your hair. And I thought maybe instead of just clipping some in, I could just kind of slide them into the bun, and they would stay. And I could decorate the top of them with some little beads or just little tiny flowers. So I'm going to see how it works for just a couple of them and see if I want to keep on with them, but I probably will. So I found a box of some flowers at Michael's, and I'm just going to, I don't know, there's 24 pieces in here. They're different sizes. So I'm going to, in the next few days or so, I'm going to decorate a couple of these combs and clips and see how it works out. And then if I really like it, then I'm going to start getting all kinds of little different colors in the flowers. And I'm going to start decorating my own clips for my wild bun. And then you all will see me coming on here with my bun and my clips, and I'll have my own signature style maybe. So yeah, Cynthia called me a wild woman in her comment, I think yesterday. And that's what I'll be, a wild woman with my wild buns. So yeah, how exciting is that? So I just thought I would show you some of the things I got yesterday. And the rest of the stuff is just some glue that I'll need to glue those on. Yeah, some E6000 glue and stuff that I need anyway for a few crafts I work on, and those might work to help glue those on. But I thought I'd just share some of that stuff with you today. And something else, my sister-in-law, she gave me a whole big box of this clunky jewelry. And I don't wear jewelry, but she thought maybe I could do some kind of craft with it or just do something with it a long time ago, and I never have done anything with it. But I thought maybe I could take some of these clunky necklaces apart and use some of these big beads and stuff on those clips. So what do y'all think about that? Do you think that would work? I'm not into jewelry making or anything, but so maybe I can somehow take the bigger beads apart, so I could maybe mix them up and put them on some of those clips or those combs, and maybe I can mix them with some of the flowers too, and somehow make some pretty combs and barrettes for my hair. So, there's all kinds of stuff in this box, and I've never went through it thoroughly because I really wasn't interested in, wearing it as jewelry or anything. But I thought at some point in time, I may have an idea for it. So suddenly I have an idea for it. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. And these are little clip-on flowers. So I could take the flowers and put them on those. But I don't know what all is in here. Oh, look at this. See this? So I could take those beads. That's a pretty color too. I could take those beads and put on those barrettes. So yeah, I know I'm just rambling on about this stuff, but I had an idea and I wanted to share it with you. So who knows? I make it into this big clip barrette making business. I don't know. And I may get on here every day and have a new style every day. I don't know. But yeah. So anyway, another thing I wanted to say was I'm getting a lot, well, not a lot, but some more viewers coming over. Cynthia from Senior Insights, which is a fantastic lady. I just love her to death. She has been sending me and shouting me out on her channel. And a lot of you have been coming over and joining me and commenting and watching my videos. And I want to say thank you to everyone that's been coming over. We have such a fantastic group on her channel. You know, we just had a live today and we had one yesterday, and we just been chatting among ourselves. And I think we just have a fantastic community on her site. And so I love having everyone that's been coming and joining me. And I love all of you. And I want to say thank you to Cynthia for shouting me out on your channel, reading my poems, and everything that you've been doing. You know, you've been sending people over to me, and I thank you for that. And I just love being part of your community, Cynthia. And I just love you. And I love every one of you that's been coming and joining me. And I love chatting with you on her channel too. So yeah, thank you for that. So, you know, on the description of my page, I would like to read it to you and just give you an idea of me and what I'm about. And I guess I better get my glasses on because, you know, I can't read it worth a hoot without my glasses. On my description, it says, you'll find me talking about all those little things that don't mean much, but somehow mean everything. No fancy talk here, just heart-to-heart conversation and a place to feel at home. And, you know, that's exactly how I feel. You know, I'm just simple, and there's nothing fancy here on my channel. I just ramble on, and sometimes it may not mean much, but really it means everything. I may say something that just seems like nonsense, but, you know, it may reach somebody out there. I may relate to somebody, you know. I may talk about my day, and it may seem like a boring day, but somebody out there, it may relate to them. I may say something that may touch somebody. Sometimes I may talk about, like sometimes I'll talk about my mother, you know. She meant so much to me. She just meant the world to me. Somebody out there that may relate, you know, to them. So yeah, sometimes I may not seem like I talk about anything, but really it's everything to me. You know, when I started this channel, it wasn't about getting a lot of views and subscribers, and it's still not. If I have 5 subscribers, 200, that's perfectly fine with me. It's not about quantity. It's not about quality. It's about, excuse me, let me say that all over. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. If I can just connect with a few people, that's fine with me. If I never have 1,000 viewers, if I never have 10,000 viewers, that's perfectly fine. I'll chat with 3 people. I'll chat with 10,000 people. It doesn't matter. It's all about connecting with people, being authentic and being real. So I just want you to know that's who I am. My channel name is simply Debbie Sue, and that's what I am. I'm a simple person. That's what you'll get, you know, when you listen to me. So I just want to say thank you to every single person out there who listens, whether you comment or not, as long as you listen. If I can just touch one person, that's what it's all about. You know, I had something else I was going to talk about today, but I'm going to say that maybe for sometime maybe later in the week, because, you know, I've already chatted enough. I don't like to do big, long videos. That's just not me. So I'll say that just one topic, just for one video. I think you'll find it kind of uplifting. You know, it's kind of about uplifting people. So let's just save that one video for another time for one topic. So thank you guys for listening to just me rambling on today. I really appreciate you, and I hope you'll come back.